Chapter 12. I think we know what's next, guys. It looks like the kidnappers had made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Zhao's daughter Camila, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Oh, do not kill him! Please, I just want to go and just have this moment. Don't slam that table! I told Lim what I had found out about the kidnapping. That it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camila's old house, and that they had sensed my presence and were already gone.
But Camila! Why do they have her? Her father is that stupid old Justice Minister.
I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow.
That poor girl kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much, damn it!
It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are the other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using her old house.
There's no way it could have been just coincidence.
And them sensing my presence, they seem to know about my powers.
I just don't understand any of it.
That's not surprising. You never understand anything. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it was your daughter that was kidnapped.
Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe you? I'm a realist.
Please, if you don't believe what we said, see for yourself. Just call home.
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it! And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, the execution isn't carried out tonight. The hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? Ooh, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. I'm guessing. Yes, that's correct. Miss me, baby?
Inspector Cabanella, what's up? If you arrest me, I'll shoot you in the foot.
Don't touch me. Hey. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. Why is he doing that?
Don't ask.
The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. What? Did you... Oh, it's Jowd! Hey!
Detective Jowd!
What the actual fuck?
Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried.
Huh?
I know you're innocent. I just can't prove it. So sorry.
Lynn, please don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Yeah, get real up close, you piece of shit. My poor Emily, is she alright? Actually, the girl who's kidnapped is named Camila. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again? Sorry for the silent bits. There's someone doing lawn work and I just didn't want to interrupt.
Wait a minute, Emily. Could that be the Emily next door?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door.
No, not me. My wife. It's complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him.
The Minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart with him being so busy.
I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head! I want to get to jail to have gossip, but I can't. According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson.
Those horrible kidnappers! They were lying in wait for her.
But Emily didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She's sick.
And so the kidnappers grabbed Camila by mistake instead?
Apparently, Emily and Camila are about the same age. How loud is that fucking thing? Christ, we're moving. We are being unprofessional in what is actually the shortest chapter in the game. Fucking get up, god damn it. I thought we could have a nice recording session today with no problems, but apparently that's impossible. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go the complete other side of the goddamn house to do the filming of this video. The sins that I must go through. We're fine now. It's on the other side, so let's not wrap my cords around here so I don't fucking break the entire recording setup. I broke it, didn't I? Nope, no I didn't. There we go. Apparently, Emily and Camila are about the same age. Kidnappers must have got the two of them mixed up, what with the difference of blonde and pink hair. You know, you'd think they'd at least get a picture or something. You know?
It's my fault! If I hadn't asked Camila to do that errand for me, this never would have happened!
Alright, you asked her to bring the music box.
Camila!
How about this?
You knew, didn't you, Cabanella? That the execution was tonight.
I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Zhao could never have done such a thing.
Oh, come on, baby. I know no such thing. I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby?
If that's the case, why did you bring him here?
Whatever do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, so why didn't you take him back? Think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment, isn't that right? For your own selfish reasons?
That's cold!
So all the rumors were true. The only thing you care about is a spotless record. Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective Jowd!
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But! I like butts!
Hey, look who came forward. Hey, what's up? So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened, something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? Ah, killing you. Ha ha ha! I had no idea it was so hated. That's awesome. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple!
Why not?
Because they don't have the minister's daughter. They have yours!
What? Camila? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be! And by the way, Camila told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was her.
What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him! He lies all the time! I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot my wife. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camila won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end her suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours.
Is it true what Camila said?
Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. Nobody there besides Alma and Camila. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh, that's so horrible!
Camila told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of, even myself. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers that are dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple other people who know about us, know about the powers. The kidnappers who abducted Camila knew about my powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd.
There's still time before dawn. A little. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Camila was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands.
Ooh!
She's 10! Sorry. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was the firing of the gun.
Right. There was an antique gun I had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't! It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday, not a bullet in her chest.
The other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. So someone used ghost powers to turn it around.
I don't know what to say!
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camila. I made a small adjustment to the scene, turned myself in.
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course. The gun, come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain, that gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what's in the music box?!
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into details.
Did you,
No details! When I was all done, I turned myself in.
Detective Jowd, is what you told us true?
Of course it is. What? I've heard of, what?
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve that case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, and of course, little Camila didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's out there, and I'm gonna prove it! For Camila's sake!
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where's the box now?
In Temsic Park. Camila left it there.
That gun's important evidence. You better go pick it up.
Yes, sir, I'll go right now. Siss'll take care of Jowd and do something about the kidnapping. We can't get the minister. We need him.
Yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say.
I'm gonna go since they're not gonna try and arrest me.
What's going on? Deal me on the deal, death row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter's been kidnapped. I can't just go off and die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back in the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you. What, they rebuilt the seat? Metaphor! Metaphor. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camila in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. Hey! What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned, or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume his enforcement. I bow. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow to me, and especially not that low. I can't even see you. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. I will get myself a chair. Yes. The van should take about 10 minutes. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in those last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? I'm glad to see Jowd all fired up, but I feel I'm under the gun. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof, it's meaningless if Jowd or Camila dies. Gotta do something about the kidnapping. Hey Jowd, I'm gonna talk to you in your face again. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it how? I doubt his wife is ever gonna call or answer the phone. It's not gonna happen. We call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Mr. Ghost, I have to admit I don't like depending on others, but you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, Detective. For the past 5 years, Camille is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll give it a shot. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter, but is there a way? Oh, of course there's a way. We'll get them to call. Now I want to go over and under. Yeah. I know where to go. Whee! All the way here, Lady Red's apartment. Just as I thought. Little girl safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit in a fire in Zhao's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in the room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistaken written abduction does too.